The biggest Black Friday sale ever, and it starts now. Hey, it's me, Baxter.
Yeah, me, Jonathan.
Hey, Casino Guitars coming at you hard and fast one more time. Right?
Extra hard and extra fast.
This is Black Friday Bonanza. It has sort of started on the interwebs already.
Is it already starting?
That's not supposed to until like Thanksgiving.
Black Friday's now from like the end of May to next February.
I mean, it's pretty much whenever these manufacturers do like sales or something, they just keep them running forever now. No, well, there's a reason there's a Black Friday sort of is starting now because manufacturers, again, overbuilt guitars. Ooh. They got to get rid of guitars. So they are unleashing their sales right now.
But Baxter, all the manufacturers say they're fine. They didn't overbuild guitars at all.
They all overbuilt guitars. It's okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's okay, and it's not all their fault. It's like part of that is a lot of guitar shops ordered tons of guitars and then they cancel their orders.
When we were talking about this, I found it interesting because there's a part of us that's like, oh, they're selling direct. They got all these extra guitars, bad manufacturers. And then we were thinking about it this morning. There's sort of another side to it, right? Where it wasn't really, like some of these companies who are suffering the most from Overstock, it was because they worked so hard because us shops, we needed inventory because people were buying the crap out of guitars.
Yes.
And there were no guitars because of lockdowns. And then the companies who are like, go, build. Now they're kind of the ones.
The most efficient guitar makers are feeling this burn the most. They're getting sort of slapped around a bit because they got tons of inventory that they just have to get rid of to clear the decks. It's because nobody wants to lose their private yachts.
No. I certainly don't. Maybe my small one. I guess I could get rid of my small one.
What's funny is none of the people at these major manufacturers have private yachts. It doesn't pay as well as people think. Yeah, unless you're maybe, my personal rep. My reps all have personal yachts, so they visit us on yachts.
One of the perks.
No, it's tricky. Like I look at guitar shops. We should be the canaries in the coal mine. Yeah. In some ways, for when manufacturers are coming out with new products and new guitars, they should maybe talk to the guys who their job has been, I don't know, for the past 100+ years to sell their product.
Makes no
about
sense.
hey, do you think you can sell these before having we're gearing up production, we've already got these in line, here's what you're going to have for the fall. That's what I would do. I was like, hey, what do you think? We think that's awesome. We will sell lots of those.
Or this is maybe a horrible idea. There's a few things we would have said. Yeah,
well, that happened with Fender, our favorite brand, the Aerodynes. Those are only I think 40% off at Fender.com. So if you want a flat, funny shaped Strat type guitar, you can get one right now. Nobody else bought them. That's why they're at 40% off. That's usually the trick.
So basically, you can get them below cost, basically.
Well below. So we were thinking about actually buying them ourselves, and then because we get free shipping on it.
They were like, wait, no, and then we just have them.
We
sell them.
We can pay. No, but that's usually the stuff that goes on sale. That's usually always how it happens. But this time, this Christmas in particular, mass things. PRS has its 20% off on all the SEs right now, and I'm sure some of the other manufacturers are going to do it. But so the ones that were not prepared to ramp up production, i.e. Martin, are actually best suited to weather this.
Right.
In a stranger, because their production is so slow, it takes them, 4 times the length to build one of their nice acoustics as it does maybe Taylor.
Yeah.
So they don't build as many Mexican-built guitars either.
Which now looks like wisdom, maybe. Wow, you guys were, man, you were prepared.
You old-fashioned Martin don't know what you're doing. Oh, they're like, we've done this before. We've been through a few of these.
Funny how I can turn on a dime there.
Well, I think Martin too. They've had the benefit, not just because it's slow production. They have the benefit of their CEO board and their whole leadership position has seen the ups and downs, the valleys, the troughs, the peaks, everything. They've seen it, so they've sort of said, hey, we know that it does this. It's cyclical as far as how many guitars we sell.
That's interesting. Do you think Martin's had the least? Obviously it's a lot still family, so I guess they've had the least amount of CEOs coming in from other fields, right?
Right.
Makes sense because guitars are different. It's not like selling jeans or whatever.
Well, I mean, some guitar companies treat it that way, I guess. It becomes like how many sprockets and sprickets can you sell? Sprickets is not a real thing, but it sounded fun to say. So I
Spriggly-doos.
said it.
All right, you can sell sprickets.
It's tricky. So where should you look if you're looking for these super hot sales right now? I mean, some of the major sellers like Sweetwater's got it. I know Dave's Guitars is doing some pretty big blowouts on some of their PRS SEs, stuff they've had since 2016.
Yep.
Some of the stuff I saw there, it's good. I know. Check out my friends at Chuck Levins. I think they have a sale going on right now. I mean, everybody's got a little bit of something on those pieces. Now, if you're looking to get like a fancy new Martin, no sales really.
Nope.
Fancy like new Taylor, no sales, but stay tuned. There might be something coming right around the corner.
Sure.
And not on, but it's sort of what you've seen before. Not like hey, we're giving
Very
discounts
cryptic.
814 CEs.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Half off.
Oh, God, that'd be awesome. You're buying left and right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, side note too. If you can, if you're fans at all of his channel, I saw this kid at Halloween the other day. I need you to go check out his YouTube channel. It's Sus Lizard Gaming. It's on YouTube called Sus, S-U-S, Lizard Gaming. I walked by him dressed as a lizard. I saw a sign. His parents said, hey, if we get him like 100 subscribers, we're going to have to buy him a lizard. And they're like, there's no way he's
And
going to
they
get 100.
thought never going to happen. But hey, we're here to make lizard dreams come true.
Please, we're going
this
to be
kid a
talking about
lizard.
this. I want 1,000 subscribers
Subscribe.
on this channel before like the end of the week.
That'd be funny if this kid is like the new Mr. Beast one day.
And then he comes back and he
all
thanks
started.
us. And then he'll come and buy all of our guitars and we can all retire.
No, I feel like he'd do something ridiculous like fill all our guitars with lizards.
God, I'm not really upset by that idea. That's like Ross Creations filling the computers with beans. Love it, every bit of it. So check out Sus Lizard Game. That's just a small little joy of mine. I appreciate the time there. So back to it. So a lot of the shops, contact your shops. Ask them if they don't have it posted on their websites right now. Sometimes it's because they're not allowed to.
Right.
Because there's rules with the manufacturers.
Yep.
Or they're just not ready for it yet. Like us, because we're slow and lazy and we're just not very good at our job sometimes. I got to call a spade, right?
I'd like to say that's not true.
No, but we like
But it
guitars. And you were busy playing Life in the Fast Lane all weekend.
Just constantly. It was a marathon.
That's a crazy marathon.
Fast lane.
And another side note, if you don't know it, Dylan, our newest team member, you don't know this probably, he was the State Fair kissing champion.
Really?
Yes, North Carolina State Fair kissing champion. So if you come by the shop and ask about that, just ask for Dylan. And he's not going to kiss you, but it's just a funny little,
He might.
funny little thing. So call the shops. Ask if there's like any sales on these, like sort of like if it's PRS SE, yes, there's a sale going. If it's some of the Epiphone dealers, they have to move those pieces right now. If there's some Fender pieces that have been sitting on the shelves for years, they're doing sales on those too right now. Big sales. It's awesome because there's new cool Fender stuff right down the pipeline coming around.
So even if a company's maybe not advertising a huge Black Friday sale, it might be time to call and ask about those specific things.
Call your favorite shops.
You know.
Are there going to be sales on Two Rocks? No. Are there going to be sales on like high-end Fender custom shops usually? Not really.
I mean,
sometimes
just generally, if it's something that is hard to get and there's a waiting list and like it all sells immediately for like the price, like for MAP. Yeah, nobody's really.
This is economics 101, supply and demand.
It's nice to be reminded sometimes, though.
It is nice, and it's cool. So like, we're excited to see how this sort of turns out and shakes out, like for Black Friday, because there's stuff we all want. We all still shop. It's a problem.
Don't forget, what is it? Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday.
That's when the races start, I guess. At that point,
Black Friday Eve. That's not a thing. But
I feel like the days of like people camping outside of Best Buy are sort of coming to an end.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, again, it's kind of spread out to the whole weekend. You can do it online, and
it used to be really fun. I never did it, but it was fun to drive by and laugh. Like, oh my God.
My wife used to do it, and I'd be like, oh my God, you're
it
insane.
looks
like get ready to go on like midnight. You know what I mean? Like, because they would open up on. No.
And remember too, like if you see all these pieces that are like tons of them, like we mentioned the airline pieces from Fender or something, it's like they made the mistake of building a ton. Again, it's not all their fault too, because a lot of these manufacturers were listening to what their major resellers from GC to Sweetwater to everybody else to Tolman all wanted, and they all sort of took back. But again, some of those things like the airline, I don't think anybody wanted that one. I remember being at dealer events and talking to other guys, and they're like, "How many getting?" Everybody's like 0. I was like, that
How many did we get back?
0. No, but if I was like a major guitar maker though, I would really listen to that.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, this is the problem. We shouldn't make these guitars then.
Right.
Like even if it's in production and it's in the queue, change it. Like just make the things that sell.
It makes me a little sad because I have a weird nostalgia for those, but I don't know that anyone liked them really the first time around.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like it was a new launch. It was something that existed before, and they're like, let's do that again.
Right.
Bam. And I get that, but sometimes just a Strat's a Strat. And I just want to get a Strat. You know, what's cool is like when Derek found that Clapton at the pawn shop.
It was cool.
That's cool. And like check out your pawn shops. Their prices are starting to kind of a little bit for us, so it's back to sanity land, somewhat, right?
Kind of, sure.
I like the idea of that. That's all I got, Johnny.
That's it.
I'm gonna go camping.
Camping.
Not really.
Bass Pro Shops, pick up the new.
Yes, the new Garth Brooks record. Is that out yet?
I don't know.
It's gonna be madness. I hope there's lines. There's like it used to be lines outside like Tower Records at Times Square in New York when NSYNC or Backstreet would drop a record.
Okay.
NSYNC was reigning champs.
I'm assuming he's selling it on CDs. So go pick up a new CD player. So
Who has CD players anymore?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I feel like records are cooler than CDs now.
They are.
That's all.
Most people buy them, you know. See, I mean, CDs, whatever.
I have records. I hang them in my room, sort of. I just hang them on the wall. I like them. It's pretty. Click like, subscribe.
Hit the old bell.
Most importantly, is have a great day, evening, joyous week, and peace, as always, be with you.